So this is the AT&T Tilt 2. This is your home screen. Your standard fancy Manila 2 clock. You can scroll through. You can shrink the clock down. You got your call history. As you can see, the screen sensitivity is great. Though I am using the stylus, updates and events. You can connect people's contacts with their Facebook pages, which will update automatically. Your favorites. You get about 12 favorites. Choose anybody you want. And then obviously all your connections right here. Now this is a touch flow bar right here. The beauty that is HTC Touch Flow 3D. Now it's known as Sense UI. So as you can tell, it's very smooth. Virtually no lag. So we go into the People's tab. As we saw before, you have your contacts over here. You have a list of the contacts, so you can move through them freely. Or you can get fancy and flick through them. Look at that, beautiful. List their name, their number, and if there were multiple numbers under this contact, it will list the multiple numbers. You'd press this right here, the phone symbol right here, to call them. This will take you into the text messaging screen. Automatically go in. It goes back to the Windows mobile text messaging screen, but with the larger keyboard and the larger icon, it's not that bad. It does, however, have its own text messaging screen, which you'll see under this tab. Right here. Messages and text messages. Alright. So now you have the really cool HTC flick through for your messages. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. Pretty. Now you're learning all my personal business. Yay. Right here you can click this to write a reply to whoever it is that's on the screen at the moment. You can go to all messages. You can go to all messages. It's taking you back into the good old-fashioned Windows mobile screen. You will find that happens often with this version of Touch Flow. And if you click on a message, it'll take you into, this is HTC's screen. So you have the history of messages between you and the person. You can click in there to type your message or use the keyboard and hit send. Details of the contact. You go in, you can edit the contact very seamlessly. Add all the information you want. This is all within the Touch Flow 3D. But if you want to get more detail and you hit more, it'll kick you back to the Windows Mobile. Inside the contact, let's see in a second here. There you go. You can edit the person. And I have them, you can connect to the Facebook profile. You can choose an album picture, take a picture, have you. Now in here, that's the Programs tab. Programs tab, you get to choose multiple programs to add. So many so that I still have room. Flows nice and smooth. Or you can go to all programs and scroll through your list of programs, all within Touch Flow 3D. Adding and removing programs is very simple. It's as easy as hitting remove, and you can hit remove. And you can remove the program by pressing it. Or you can add a program by pressing one of the empty buttons. Very smooth, very simple. Now you have the internet. This is the AT&T Tilt 2. Completely and utterly branded with AT&T's ROM, for better or for worse. They have the right to do that to a degree, whether you like it or not. So right here, instead of saying launch browser, the way it would on a stock Rhodium or Touch Pro 2 that is unbranded, this one takes you directly to AT&T's website. But there's also the push internet functions. So you can add push internet pages. I have 3 up so far. And when you add them, you give them a name, you put the address, and you can actually choose when it logs in. It will log in and update the information on those pages periodically according to whatever times you have set. It has it like 1 hour, 4 hours, 6 hours. Right here, you launch AT&T. Now I have it set that the Opera Mobile is off. I do that to save RAM. But if you didn't have the push internet setting off, which I did by using a ROM from the XDA developers, this will actually load twice as fast because Opera Mobile is already on and running constantly. Alright, right now you see it's taking a while because we're not on Wi-Fi. We're on AT&T's 3G, which as you can tell is wanting. Verizon, you're a miserable company, but you do not tell a lie in your commercials. Make sure to cut out the miserable company because just like call them for a phone. Alright, as you can see, AT&T's coverage can be better and should be better, and hopefully will get better. But the page loaded rather quickly, even with only 2 bars. Now there's on the page you have the standard options from Opera Mobile. All of us Opera Mobile users know this very familiar. You get into your settings. But this isn't an Opera Mobile review. But what you can do, I'm going to use my finger because you should, is there's a zoom bar right here for the screen. Hit the zoom bar and whee, it zooms in and it resizes things for the screen. That's enough of that.
Can you show us the keyboard?
Alright. So now the keyboard. Let's see. Let's go into the alright. So we're gonna test the keyboard. One of the things the HTC Rhodium, aka Touch Pro 2, and in this incarnation Tilt 2 is famous for, is its keyboard. Now the screen rotation is actually pretty quick. It's a nice keyboard. Though it doesn't have the stock layout of the Rhodium, it's still a pretty good layout. I personally find this layout useful for me because I don't use the numbers